Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Copper Owl, bringing you the Elite 2.0 Lock and Load pack. So this pack is interesting in that it's something that's was revealed and never showed up, but I don't think anybody bought this. This might literally be the first review of this. So yeah, it's just this weird thing that's just nobody knows where it's supposed to be, and there's several Elite 2.0 blasters that are like that, where some people got them in their stores and some people didn't. And all this is a recolor. Well, it's not even a recolor. There's texture added to it of the Ghost Ops Shadow, as well as a stabilizer kit part, which is the most interesting part of this blaster, in that it has an accessory that was made for a Ghost Ops set that never came out in the States. It was only in Asia, but it only has one of the accessories, the other being a folding stock. That's right, people. A folding stock. You know, that the piece I really, really like, that I really, really want, there was an invisible one. They didn't bother to remake it. And they denied it to me. They denied me another Nerf AK. We never had a clear strife, though, but still, I could have put it on my Evader. And it's not even like the normal folding stock. It's a completely different stock. Why, God? Why? I'm going to go buy it. I'm going to find it online. I'm going to buy it. If any of you get it before me, you're my arch nemesis now. I will feast on your eggs, and I will take out pellets on your car. Anyway, so let's continue. So, you recognize the accessories and all that stuff. We have the regulator stock. We have the scope that came in several modular sets. We got that suppressor that came in other modular sets as well. And with the, this is like the go-to suppressor now. It's kind of sad. And we have the foregrip. Now, this thing retailed for $40 when nobody knew how to get one. Now it's $20 if you buy it online, but Black Friday you could get it for $15, and I assume it's going to go back to $20 after Black Friday. I paid $20. I didn't know they were in store. I could have bought it. God, why? That's $5 I could have bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards with. Got nothing good in the recent packs I got except for 2 change of hearts and one of which was a collector's rare. Anyway, so this is also going to be a review on the Shadow. So let's take this out first. I'm not going to unbox it. Come on out. Come on out. Let's see if there's another. And I got it in the mail. Walmart has these 3-day shipping. But also you could get free shipping if you join up with their thing for a while. But you do it for free for 30 days. Cancel beforehand. So that's what I did, because I might buy stuff. But the only other blaster I considered buying for Black Friday sales was the Halo assault rifle. But Halo's dead to me after what Bungie did. So yeah. So looking at it, it's the same blaster as the Shadow, but they got rid of the lights up and all that. So I do wonder, does it actually take the same amount of darts as the Shadow, where it's only 6, or is it because now there's more room? Well, sort of. Not really. There wouldn't be that much room. Is it different? And also, it's like, ooh, wow, look at this. You can see where the battery tray used to be. It's right here. It's a seam. Also, mine's just dirty. Look at that. There's a smudge on it. Okay, so let's see. 2022 Hasbro. All rights reserved, made in China. The Evader has 2018 on it. Okay. So you could see where they... Is the grip different? Yeah, let's look at it. No, it looks the same. That's another neat thing. It's just like piecing together, like how different is this blaster compared to the original? Well, it's a lot more comfortable though, without the extra trigger. But yeah, that is like, it's kind of neat that you do see where they filled it in. That's interesting. Look at that. Huh. Because the shadow doesn't do that, does it? Yeah, it's one whole thing with the shadow. They might have improved it. So, the prime does feel a little harder. So it might be a stronger spring. It's quite interesting. But you can also see they still left a little hole where the light from the shadow comes from. That goes into the barrel attachment. Okay, so let's see the rest. Well, we've seen the rest. So let's just get them out of the way. Another problem I have with this blaster is that it's Elite 2.0, but it doesn't have the Elite 2.0 colors. So it doesn't mesh well at all with any of the other 2.0 blasters. And I'm pretty sure the pictures, even on the box, it's in the 2.0 color scheme. So that's really weird that they did that. Come on out. This is what I get for not just opening the box. Why don't I open the box? There we go. The pièce de résistance. And lo and behold, this is where the flashlight should have been. The button is still there, but it's all solid. So, whoa. What is good? Look at that. That is so weird. Yeah, look. They just didn't get rid of that's cool. They didn't get rid of the battery tray. The battery tray is still there, but they put in this other thing to replace it. It would have been nice, but it also kind of doesn't feel right. Look at it. It looks like it's a little bit angled forward. Like it's warped or something. I could feel it. Look at that. Look how I hold it. It goes down. And so, let's put it on the blaster. Okay, look, on the blaster stabilized. So yeah, it's parallel. Okay. It says, look, that's pretty weak. That is very weak. Wow, look at this spring. That is very bad. It's a very weak spring. It has a very weak grip. But it does have that type of grip that also kind of tightens around the loop. That is just bad. I don't like that at all. And it's not like a good distance. It looks cool. They mesh well together. It's obvious that this thing was made for the ghost stops, the shadow. It's obvious it was made for that. And maybe even the put on the chronograph thing. Yeah, they kind of mesh pretty well with each other. But this is very interesting. I might actually definitely buy this on payday, depending on the price. Like I don't think I would care if it costs $50. I already spent $40 on one stock. So, and instead of just repainting the Shadow's actual barrel attachment, they give you the generic modulus barrel attachment that every other blaster gets, which is a shame. So I think this would have been better if it did have the light. Like, I would understand if they kept the light feature. If they kept it like just a reskin in the ghost ops and they included all of those things, I would say it would have been, this thing would be a lot better than what it is. Because if it was just like, hey, we brought back a ghost op thing just to bring it back, and it's just a resell of the shadow and all of these accessories, perfectly fine. So I wouldn't be surprised if you could find the stability kit in Ollie's, because they sometimes get Australian stuff in there. See, what a shame. This could have been cool. The colors were just inverted. But putting it on the blaster, nice distance apart, completely pointless because it's a magazine thing. While holding it, it's a little too long. It looks cool altogether, but yeah, it's a little too long for what it is. So let's grab the darts. They are, they're on top. Yeah, and they put them in little baggies too. That's actually better. Let's just go rip this out. Come on out. I like how they did that too. It's really nice. But I prefer the little cardboard box you got with the double defense pack. So I'm going to use some of these brand new darts. Going to use them. So let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna take it apart. It's just too big. So far, from my impressions, this is for $15. This is perfectly fine. It's a cool looking blaster. I do think it looks cool. I do think the shadow actually looks like Judge Dredd's gun, but it's a bit too big. And it's pointless. But anyway, so looking at that, and you get a cool accessory. You get this stock. It's a good stock and everything. It's not for this blaster and all that. For $15 is actually not a bad deal. But let's say, for example, like we're gonna, like in the collective perspective, this thing's absolutely horrible. Okay, we get attachments that we probably already have. We have plenty of these. This should have been the barrel that comes with the shadow anyway. That's what this should have been, because that's a nice looking barrel. I'm going to pause and go grab it. And we are back. So this is the barrel. It should have come with an Elite 2.0. One, the colors are all wrong. They should have had the normal Elite 2.0 color scheme instead of whatever this is. Because now all of these things still stick out. What is the thing we would have wanted the most? And it's on the box too. You look at the box, it is in the Elite 2.0 color scheme. I guess even in the promotional pictures too. It looks cool, but this does not. This is like, what is this? Like teal? No, this should have been that color scheme, because this would have looked good on your Phoenix. This would have looked good on your Phoenix or your Turbine or whatever. It would have looked good on all your other blasters, but no, these stick out. These still don't match. So you might as well be using the regular freaking regulator stock, because it just sticks out anyway. If you're painting it, it's not bad, because there's barely any enamel on this. Okay, so yeah, so you're painting them in a solid color, perfectly fine. Does this even hold mags? It does look a little different. Okay, it does hold mags. Okay, good. I was worried about that for a second. So, yeah. And if you're going to just remake regulator stuff, why not remake an Elite 2.0 regulator? So, but the question is, better question is like the performance. Also, this should have worked. This should have been a working flashlight. You're going to charge $40 for this stuff. All you needed to do, put the lock and load, put the flashlight thing, and put the barrel attachment, all of that would have worked perfectly fine. Would have been fine for $40 and all that if you had the working flashlight, but you did not do that. So, new dart smell. I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning. So, let's grab the chronograph and see how well this does. What a mess. It's going to be a long video, folks. Let's see how it loads, too. Because when you load the shadow, you don't load it normally. You got to put it in like this. So it looks like it still has that. You got to load it in like that. Kind of like an actual rifle. And we grabbed 6. So let's see if 6 is still the most. You can fit in there. Look, no, it looks like you'll fit 7 in there. You're also getting the 50 darts, too, so that's also kind of nice. But they're elite darts, so who cares? Okay. Putting on the chronograph. I grab my second one. And let me grab the chart. I did measure the shadows. They're the same blaster, but let's see if they're different. FPSs. So, first shot. Oops, didn't prime it. And no, you can't fit 7 in there. Just see, look, it just bent the dart. Whoops. Well, it kind of jammed it. Okay, now it's fixed. That's interesting. 33.7. Could have just been a bad dart. 58.2. Okay, that was just a bad dart. Now, 58.2 is better than everything in the previous shadow. 43. It did kind of fishtail. 49. 58. Okay, so we got 58. Let's put another 3 in there just to see. Oh, it looks like it's better if you load them in like from the back and push them down. Yeah. Okay, let's just do another 3. 62. Okay. 60. Okay, one more. 55. Okay, so it does perform better. I guess those 2 darts were just bad darts. Okay, so yeah. So it's going to perform around like 55. So it does 5 FPS better than the original one. So, and we're kind of going to grade both of them at the same time. So what does that mean? The FPS is bad. This is subpar. Okay? It's not okay. It's not bad. 65 is okay. Anything below that is not good. So the FPS is bad. Accessories, it's okay because you get one good accessory. One cool looking accessory. I'm going to say that. It's a cool looking accessory, but it doesn't do anything except give it a tactical rail. Because if you look, this blaster is covered in tactical rails. On the 2 on the side, 1 in the bottom, another one at the bottom, and none on top because of how it functions. So they give you this rail, which has 2 on the side, 1 on the side, and 1 on the top. So now you have, look how good it meshes. They were definitely made for each other. A place to put your scope. And it's kind of dumb, in all honesty. It's a weird like location for a scope. So does this side rail even work? It would have been smarter if they just gave you lasers for the side. A laser and a flashlight. That would have been smarter. And there is a ghost op laser. It came in a cheap set that they could have put it in. So accessories, I'm going to say it's okay because, again, you get the one cool one, but it doesn't really work right. But you do get a useful one out of it. Sling attachment point. It does have a sling attachment point at the bottom. But this is so big and cumbersome. It's like, why? So I'm going to say bad for sling attachment point. Comfortability, Actually, I think it is pretty comfortable. Especially when you put the front forward grip on it. It is more, like, comfortable to use because it's more complete. Another thing without it, it's like, it's still not bad. It's still pretty good. But the original one had the button for, like, essentially a rev trigger. And that one was a bit more uncomfortable. So I'm going to put it on... I'm going to put it as good because it's still not technically in the way. I think it looks cool. I think, again, it looks like Judge Dredd's gun to me. The attachment for it completes it. It looks good with a suppressor as well. And all that. Even the attachment looks cool. Goodness, that spring spun. I wish they freaking just used the springs they cheaped out on everything else. So profile, I think the profile is good. It doesn't look like anything like an actual firearm if you painted it all black. Tactical points, I'm saying okay because it's all like side rail tactical points and no top rail. There has to be an accessory to give you a top rail. Rockets, yeah, it could use the rockets and it could use the shotgun and all that. I have a rocket right here too. I mean, not the rocket. No, I don't think it can use the rocket launcher. I have the Mega. It looks okay with the Mega. Let's see the rocket launcher. Do I have one near me? Oh, I know it can. I'm going to put it in the description if it can't, okay? Because I'm starting to run out of time. But I don't remember where I put my rocket launcher. Ah, dang, I wish I didn't forget that. But I know it can take it, so I'm going to say okay with the rocket launcher. Because it might not work right with it. Well, you know, it might. Yeah, I'm going to say okay. Mega, it takes good. Internals, we know what the internals look like. We just don't know the internals of this one. So the internals are good. Modability. I assume you can mod it. Well, you can make a stripper. I think you can make a stripper clip for it, but why would you? Practicality. This thing is like... The accessories are practical, if they were the original. The light-up feature is like, okay, you use that in the dark, but what game are you playing in the dark? HVZ, I don't think you want to get seen. So, yeah. So, no, it's not practical. It's like having a 6-dart mag. If this thing was just a mag-fed blaster, it would have been better. It would have been way better. Like, just having this as like a sheath for your magazine and everything, and just being like a retaliator, perfectly fine. But it's not. It's internal fed. So it's not practical at all. The price, right now it's good. The price is really good. $15. Absolutely, you could get this for $15. But at the same time, I've found shadows new in box go for like $15, $20, and I never bought them. And now after getting these accessories, no. And after seeing that this is not normal Elite 2.0 color scheme, absolutely not. I'm putting it as bad. It is not worth the price at all because it doesn't mesh with the rest of the stuff. You have these accessories already. It only is good for you. I guess I won't put it in there. Because if you don't have these parts and you really want them, it's okay. But it's like you're buying it for the parts, buy the parts individually. So I'm putting it as okay. Like, yes, it's not a bad trade. You could just resell this blaster for $5. There you go. And it's not a good blaster for resale either. Results 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5. So we got okay, bad, and okay. So yeah, it's on the okay. It's an okay blaster, tied with okay, but like lower okay. And is it a buy, skip, or novelty? And I want to say this thing is a skip. Okay, you don't need this blaster. You want the accessories, if anything. It's a downgrade from its previous versions, for sure. And it's like, the novelty of this is like, do you want this or the Han Solo blaster? Like, you find both of these thrifting for $5, even if the shadow works, I would say the Han Solo blaster is better. It takes less batteries. This thing takes 3 AAA batteries to work, and a Han Solo blaster takes 1 AA battery. So you'll definitely have plenty of those if you're buying batteries for blasters. But also, the Han Solo blaster is iconic. It makes lights and sounds too. This is not. This is like a joke. I don't even think the rails are parallel with each other. It's kind of bugging me. So yeah, and again, even with the accessories, they bumbled that up too. So this is a definite skip. This is not worth the price of. If this was $10, I could see it. Like, oh yeah, you just gotta have it. But if this was their proper Elite 2.0 blue, like maybe they re-release it in that color scheme, absolutely, it's completely worth $20. Because now you got all these accessories that would look good on your blasters. But no, you don't. So I'm going to see about finding the Ghost Ops version of this for you guys, okay? But, yeah. It's not worth it. You like, oh, you get 50 darts. You can get 50 darts for $5. And they're better darts. Well, thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. You all have a nice day. Bye-bye.